non-stop excitement and fun for your family. Games, music mania, beauty contests, live anchor editions, and a lot more. From the 19th to the 21st of February at the Fortress Stadium, Lahore. Don't miss it.
Before I introduce this morning's guest, it must be said that the interesting thing about sculpture, and there's a hint there, in this part of the world is that it goes back a good 4,000 years to the Indus Valley civilization, and the Greeks added to the tradition, infusing it with some of their ideas, such as placing the Buddha into a Greek toga, and sculpture here reached its peak in the Gandhara period, and other things such as wood carving and decorating buildings took off during the Islamic era. So now, to discuss his work at his stage in that long line, is sculptor Khaleeq Rehman with us right now in the studio. Thank you very much for joining us, and how are you?
Fine.
Okay, let me tell our viewers also that Khaleeq Rehman's work is being exhibited right now, these days, in Lahore, so we shall be talking about that. Just before we started off, you said that you are showing your work, which we will talk about, after 16 years.
Yeah, my last exhibition was in 1994, and it was at Goethe Institute at Lahore.
Okay.
Exhibition was okay, probably as far as response was concerned. But I myself was dissatisfied with the work. So I kept on working, and finally I've come up with an exhibition now.
Lovely. Okay, now let's ask him what he was working on. So what kind of sculpture do you make? I was reading up on you and there was talk of inlay. What is inlay?
Actually, you see, my point of dissatisfaction was that my work was more in the European tradition or Western tradition, and because that is what most of us have been doing. Somehow we have a wonderful tradition which faced a kind of standstill, and we have been repeating all those images of those wonderful stone carvings from the Gandhara period, as you were saying, and other, of course, a lot of work was done during Mughal period, and wonderful inlays, wonderful stone carvings. So that is the tradition that I thought we are missing. So I started learning stone carving from the traditional stone carvers, and of course this was a long task. In the meantime, I was doing my paintings and drawings.
Okay, can you remember me, what is inlay? Okay, we understand that there is a sculpture, it's like a whole piece and it has been sculpted into a form, a shape. Inlay is on a wall. How does inlay work?
Inlay is actually putting a piece of stone into another piece of stone.
Okay.
You make a groove, like if we draw, and then we engrave it, and then take another stone and make a shape of that stone, and that fits into that groove.
So you have to cut it in a way where that both the pieces have to fit in with each other.
Yes.
And this is what we say in our old traditional historic mosques and all. That is what inlay is.
Oh, yes.
All right, I know what inlay is now, because I was wondering. Is it also like, does it sometimes have a 3D effect where it comes out of the sculpture?
Actually, inlays most of the times, it is flat, most of the times. But I have tried doing carving as well as inlay together. So it's more fun, like you can carve first and then you can inlay into it. So we have a wonderful tradition of stone inlay. We can see at Lahore Fort and also at few other places at Lahore. Some wonderful, another name for it, this is Petradiora.
Yeah, I was reading that as well when I was doing my limited research. But then were you always interested in these kind of artistic endeavors, like did you used to play with plasticine or something like that when you were a boy?
Yes, I have been doing sculptures and all in other materials, yes. But doing it in stone is wonderful because we have a wealth of stones. That is an area that is that has been like untapped, I would say.
It has been neglected.
Yeah, some wonderful stones. I mean, there's no match. This area has got such good quality stones. Unfortunately, we have been using it just for putting into buildings, using for staircases, and I mean, just for the stairs. And but, these stones, they need some better use.
Absolutely, I can imagine. I can actually sense your passion for it, because I have not met many people who are so passionate about something that is so long gone. This is an old art form. It needs to be revived as well. And I like the fact that you did your apprenticeships with traditional stone carvers. Who are these traditional stone carvers, and are they keeping up the legacy? Their families, are they teaching it as well?
Yes, actually they are. But unfortunately, because now more and more work is, there is a shift from those traditional crafts, and this is the reason I am now making the videos, because I'm afraid if the situation continues like this, and if we don't have interest in that, we might lose this tradition.
Absolutely.
But they are excellent, wonderful craftsmen, and they have been restoring the old buildings here at Lahore.
I was in Androon Shahar a couple of days back. In fact, I was telling our viewers as well, and I saw this Nazir Khan. I was saying Nazir Khan mosque, and it is being taken care of now, and it was unbelievable. I have been to India as well. I've seen there all the Taj Mahal and everything, but this one was different. Every piece, every nook and corner, it was just amazing, and I'm sure you would appreciate